Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Scott, and today we're painting the Werewargs, which are the newest brute unit for the Nords army in Conquest: The Last Argument of Kings. These have been super fun to paint, so let's go ahead and dive into this tutorial. To get this model ready for painting, I've primed it using Ultra Matte Black Paint Plus Primer from Rust-Oleum, but you could use any black primer that you'd like. The first thing we're going to do in this project is take Mechanicus Standard Gray and use this as the base color for all of the skin on our model. Once we are happy with that base color, we're going to take Coelia Greenshade and we're going to wash this over all of the skin on the model. Before we do anything else with the skin, we're going to take Abaadon Black and we're going to use this as the base color for all of the fur and hair on the model. Once we have that black base color in place, we're going to take Stormvermin Fur and we're going to lightly dry brush this over the fur. Next, we're going to take Dawnstone and we're going to do another layer of light dry brushing on the fur. We're going to do one more layer of dry brushing on the fur, this time using Gray Seer. We're not going as heavy with this coat as we did with the previous layers. Now that we're done with the fur, we're going to go back to the skin and we're going to begin with Mechanicus Standard Gray. We're going to layer this over the muscles, doing lines going across each of the muscles so that we create the appearance of hair or fur on the skin. Next, we're going to take Dawnstone. We're doing another layer of highlighting on the muscles, but this time we're leaving wider gaps between the different lines that we do. We're also focusing on putting this in spots where the light is going to catch the most on the muscles. Now that the skin is done, we're going to begin working on the clothing on our Werewarg. We're going to take Zandri Dust and use this as the base color for the pants and any torn bits of fabric on the arms of the model. We're going to take Rhinox Hide and use this as the base color for any leather straps that appear on our model. Just be careful not to paint this on the skin or fur. With those base colors in place, we're now going to take Agrax Earthshade and do a heavy wash of this over both the tan and brown we painted in the last two steps. After that shade has dried, we're going to take Mournfang Brown and we're going to dry brush this on the fur that's hanging around the waist of our model. Once that's done, we're going to take Zandri Dust and do another layer of dry brushing, this time going over the pants as well as the fur around the waist. If you want to add some variety to the skin of the model, you can also lightly dry brush this in places like the face, knees, and knuckles. Now we're going to take Jade from Acryl and we're going to use this as the base color for any fabric that we didn't paint in the tan earlier on. Once we're happy with that base color, we're going to take Bright Jade and we're going to layer this over the wrinkles and raised surfaces of the fabric. Now we're going to take Nuln Oil and we're going to lightly wash this over our Jade fabric. Once we've allowed that shade to dry completely, we're going to take Turquois from Acryl and we're going to use this to highlight the sharpest edges on our Jade fabric. With the fabric all done, we're now going to work on some of the finer details on the model. We're going to take Screamer Pink and use this to paint the tongue and interior of the mouth. We're also going to take Baneblade Brown and use this as the base color for the claws and teeth on the model. Next, we're going to take Morghast Bone, and we're going to paint multiple stripes on each of the claws and teeth, beginning at the base of each one and extending about 2/3 of the way up. Once we're happy with those highlights, we're going to take Seraphim Sepia, and we're going to lightly wash this over the claws and teeth on the model. Our next step is to take Leadbelcher, and we're going to use this to paint any metal pieces that appear on our model. We're going to shade those metal bits using Nuln Oil. Now we're going to begin working on the eyes. We're going to use Averland Sunset as our base color. When you do this, you're just going to carefully paint this into the eye sockets, being careful not to get it onto the rest of the face. If you do overpaint, don't worry, you can just touch it up with the original skin colors. Once we're happy with the shape of our eyes, we're going to take Abaadon Black and very carefully paint a little dot in the center of the eye to serve as the pupil. When you paint these dots, just do your best to try and get them so they're both looking the same direction, otherwise your eyes are going to look a little bit wonky. This step is optional, but if you want to make the eyes look like they're glowing just a little bit, take Cassandora Yellow and lightly shade this in the eyes and the area immediately surrounding them. If you want to do a fun little blood effect on your model, take Blood for the Blood God and lightly dab this on your model, anywhere that you think blood would splatter. Now, it is important that you do this step after you varnish your model, as putting varnish over this will ruin the glossy effect of the blood. And with that, we've finished painting our Werewarg. Thank you so much for watching this video today. I really hope that you've enjoyed it. I really enjoyed making this one. If you did like the video, make sure you hit that like button and then subscribe to the channel so you can see future videos I make. I'd like to give a special shout out to my channel members that make videos like this possible. If you would like to become a channel member, hit the join button below this video. As always, have an amazing day, and we'll catch you in the next one.